Nothing like a mini X to find your electrical wires. Just tore through some mobile home feeder, sub feed to a shed. Trying to get, this is a well that we just had drilled. And got to get water to it, so I thought maybe I could feel it. I felt it all right. I sliced right through there like butter. It was backfilling day for the wine cellar. We've got all our pipes stubbed to the surface, vents and water lines, all sorts of stuff. So we got to get a lot of dirt, all the dirt that we dug out of the hole. We've moved a lot, but we got to pull a lot of this back. And we lost a big cylinder in the track hoe today, so that's not good. So that means a lot of skid steer and a lot of mini excavator digging, but I think we're ready. It's going to rain tomorrow, so we got the site in pretty good shape. Okay, we are slowly but surely making some progress here. Got the wine cellar backfilled, shaped up a little bit. Might need to throw a little bit more dirt on when it settles. So I've got last thing I got to weld on, I got to weld on the hatch, entry opening there. So, it's been a challenging project for sure. So now we got to do a lot of stuff, solar and power and septic and comms and sump pump and ladder welding and generator and all that good stuff, diesel fuel. But for now, we are just going to take a break for today, take everything back. So we'll be back to drill a well and put up a solar array over here. Be solar, well, we're going to power this building. We're going to power this, an 8K Solar eVault lithium ion battery, nice little Jenny 9kW generator. And then wiring from one end to the other in the wine cellar. Let's get to work. Okay, we're back finishing this wine cellar up for grade anyway. Got air generator exits. We're getting ready we're just leveling out the dirt around the intake. We're going to use the dirt as the template, as the guide to torch this entryway level, so we can weld the hatch on. There will be an entryway hatch. We got to get these stairs welded as well. Oh, it's way down there. And so it just takes a lot of dirt putting back here. We're wanted to get a road around the back side. That's the other escape hatch. I have to dig down. This is going to be sump pump and other goodies. Okay, so we're gonna get the torch set up here and cut this off right now. All right, a little repair job in the field. Mr. Brian had a piston go down, one of the cylinders go down internally, so he's been working on this today, replacing that lift cylinder and get old Honey back up and running, and it did really well. Now it's just fine tuning.
Not too much dirt.
We're finally getting to the point where we can put some infrastructure in. This is the blue Pecs is a water line. The one conduit will be for solar and the other one will be for AC power. Could be bi-directional. Now it's going to feed the shed as a critical load. But for now, everything's been going vertical on this thing. We're finally getting to where we can do what we normally do. Right, Abe?
That's right.
We're tired of being underground.
Sunshine.
Hello, folks. Engineer 775 here. Don't ask me what I'm doing because I really don't know. No, we're welding up this wine cellar. So we're putting our entry hatch in. We just put our staircase in. Now we put the hatch in. Now we pour some concrete. We're doing a little welding now. Watch your eyes. Here the Corona of galvanized welding. That's no kidding, nothing though. Engineer 775, we're going to be putting in a little septic system here. We're going to use a 500-gallon tank, and we're going to use the infiltrator baffled system, which is really cool. You don't have to add any gravel or anything to it. So coming up out of the wine cellar here, that's what we got going there. Pipe, there's a vent on the left, and there's a macerating pump, grinder pump on the right. That'll be pumped to the tank here, and then we are going to head that way with about 50 foot of line. This is a very small system, and so we're gonna just getting our lasers set up now to shoot grade, and you put this infiltrator in level. So we're just setting the tank bottom here. I fell in the hole, just kidding, but I'm in the hole. Hopefully he'll dig me out, and stay tuned. All right, we're down in the hole with the tank. And we had to put these grommets in. You got to drill these out with a 5-inch hole saw. It tells you on the tank you need to do that. Then we got to put a baffle on the inside. Again, this is the inlet. The outlet we want to have 4 inches below the inlet, and then we'll get our pipe over there. What? All right, these infiltrator. Here's an end cap. This is pretty versatile, real easy to install. No aggregate needs to be added. Just throw dirt on the edges. We're about to do that, and we could come off of this and do another line, do multiple lines. Infiltrator, pretty cool. All right. Okay, it's wine cellar solar time. We're gonna put up a Sinclair ground mount, powering a Cellar 8K with a lithium battery, and those items will be 25 foot underground, and we're gonna bring the solar down in. So just using the excavator to haul our material up. This is pretty heavy, these purlins, 204 inches long, 208 inches long. So we're getting up here to our site. We've been away from this for a while, and got grass growing on it, and so it's time to power this baby that's underground. Nothing like a mini X to find your electrical wires. Just tore through some mobile home feeder, sub feed to a shed. Trying to get, this is a well that we just had drilled, and got to get water to it. So I thought maybe I could feel it. I felt it all right. I sliced right through there like butter. Oh!
Arced it right on the shovel.
Yeah, and then I tried to shut the breaker off, and we did a little welding on my shovel. So it's a whole lot of dumb. Okay, back on the wine cellar project, and putting in the solar. It's just a good site. After we took out all these trees, we were going to put the solar over there, but I decided to put it here since we removed so many nice trees. So we're going to pour concrete in the morning, the usual. It's a little 24 panel system. This one's deep. Don't fall in there. The thing will take 1.5 yards if it takes anything. Did some slicing and dicing, cut through a power line. Didn't mean to. I knew it was going to happen though. We'll direct buried mobile home feeder supplying this building. I'll fix that tomorrow. I'm going to put one of the epoxy covered bladder tanks in. This is a well, really good well. I'm putting a well pump in there. So taking this wine cellar off the grid with water and power. And then these conduits, they're about 100 feet. Those conduits we got out of the bottom, they go down 25 feet below. And so yeah, tore up some power lines today. Tore up my own Pecs line. I hit it. We had to put this post over here 6 inches. I got it. Just clipped it. We'll fix that tomorrow. And then because the first pipe we were going to run this to the solar array on the other side of the well. Now we're going to put a sweep in and come right up here for our disconnect, which is awesome. And I think we're going to do some Ethernet with that as well. And then that other pipe, I'm going to run critical loads and grid power in the same pipe. And then we'll get that over into the building. There's just a tiny panel in here. We're going to have to upgrade that, put a bigger panel in. Maybe so. We can't do a job without transfer switches. So we'll throw a few of them in there just for fun. So, all right, we're back on digging. Seriously considering getting a post driver for our jobs, and we found one that will fit the Yanmar. Really excited about that. So we'll be putting it looks like we're going to do a Doyle 100 SE, so we can just show up on a site and pound these babies in. Most of the places that we go don't have a lot of rock, so famous last words. We'll be back on this tomorrow. Concrete poured, build this rack, and start powering the wine cellar. All right, having fun. See you later. Getting ready for the concrete truck to show up, the usual. But we are challenged on this one. We're always thinking about what it would take to run things underground in the wine cellar. So we're going to be running some Ethernet back from this building so that we can do Wi-Fi updates on the inverters and anything else you might need Wi-Fi for in the system. And getting ready for setting our pull box, and the phone's ringing. And then we're going to make some repairs. Got some underground splicing to do. But Abraham, we found the splicing. So 2 things I hit yesterday: my own water pipe, but we found some really cool underground splice tape for Pecs fittings so that they never are exposed to anything. So that stuff's working good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice and super sticky. All right, we're going to pick up from our conduits. We just stubbed in here, so we're going to take these off. And we're going to do some transfer switches and panels in here to power things here off the grid. And our well, of course. We're going to make sure our well is in good working order. We got rain coming, of course, so we're going to boogie. Concrete truck's on its way. Get these posts set. That's pressure off. Get the rest of our plumbing and electrical in, and we can backfill the ditch. Always a goal, get that ditch backfilled before the rain comes. Got plenty of ballast in that one. Just finishing up with the deep hole. Good thing we made a good road up here. Get that wine cellar in and get some concrete in. That worked great. The solar will be there straight ahead.